Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Moviecast, episode 342. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
And Tony Korkodakis.
Hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 342. We are going to cover the coming soon, like the box office for the summer right here, because this is like the opening week in my mind. I know it starts for a lot of people in April, but traditionally it's always been May.
They're trying to. Like, Fast and Furious started that trend, and then DC kind of moved into that field, but didn't really succeed all that well.
Yeah. I would say they definitely are attempting to move it to another month so they can make more money. But it really starts now, and we'll get into that shortly, but we're going to do a little box office. We'll get a couple movie news things out of the way, what we've been up to, and then we'll get into that. So, anyways, box office this week, Fate of the Furious was still number one. It wasn't up against anything else. It had free reign this week until what's coming up, which we'll get into as well.
The roads were empty?
Yeah, it was easy path for them. Smooth sailing? Or would that wouldn't make sense. Smooth drive.
Cruise control?
Cruise control, yes. F8 cruise control. How to be a Latin Lovers 2?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck was Latin Lovers 1? That sounds like a porn. Like, that seriously sounds like something I would see on, like, Spankwire. Like, oh, look, Latin Lovers.
Yes, okay.
Not that, I visit that website or anything.
It brought in $12.3 million. So, I
if
guess
it's a
people
porn,
saw it.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Bahubali 2.
What?
God bless you.
You look at the right list here, Jim?
Top box office this week. Bahubali 2 at number 3 at $10.4 million. Then The Boss Baby and The Circle. That's the list. I mean, that is
garbage.
Yeah, we don't really know anything about these movies, so I don't know. I mean,
toss in the garbage.
Opening this week, we obviously have.
It's all trash.
Yeah, opening this week, we obviously have something big coming. We'll get to that into the summer movie preview that we have coming up. But first, let's go into what we've been up to here.
Let me go first.
Go ahead.
Fucking nothing. Video games.
You know, I just wanted to mention I started watching Food Wars, which I never saw the second part of that. I don't think. Like I got that cliffhanger where he fought the Spice Guy.
Yeah.
And then after that, I never watched it. So yeah. So I just started watching that again. So that's
Shokugeki.
Movie-wise, I haven't really seen anything I don't think this week to talk about, really. Nothing that stands out in my mind. Mike, anything for you?
I started to watch Bill Nye Saves the World on Netflix.
Yeah, I've heard like some weird stuff about that. Like people love it's a love-hate thing.
Well, the problem is if you're a fan of some politics that don't believe in science, then you'll hate it. Oh. And that's on both sides of the spectrum too.
Yeah. Is the argument that he's not really a scientist?
No, he isn't really a scientist. Yeah. Not necessarily in every field he's talking about, though. But
okay.
Yeah, so I saw a couple of those. They were interesting.
Yeah,
is Bill Nye the science guy, not Bill Nye the scientist?
But he is.
That's true.
But he is a scientist. Beekman, if you remember Beekman, he was just an actor. But Bill Nye.
Muppets?
No, Beekman from Beekman's World.
Wasn't there a Beekman from... Oh, okay.
You never saw... Beekman's World was like... I was raised on Beekman. That's what I was, not Bill Nye.
I was thinking that, too.
Yeah, not Bill Nye.
Beekman's World, honestly, when I was growing up, because it was funnier.
I mean,
but
let's go
Bill
classic.
Nye is a little
if you want to get
realer.
me really old here, I watched Mr. Wizard. So...
I've only heard of Mr. Wizard.
And he was the original. Yeah, he's the original, but...
But yeah... The new Netflix show, Bill Nye. Check it out if you like Bill Nye or science or want to see what he's doing now.
Yeah, I feel like Bill is like a little too clean, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Like,
really?
I mean, there's got to be some fucking dirt on him. I'm sorry. Like, there has to be some scandal that is just waiting to come out.
He is, I think... Well, I watched it with my fiance, and she noticed he didn't have an engagement ring or a wedding band or any of that on. So she's just like, "Oh, he's single." So maybe that's the dirt, because he's like old now and he's single. Yeah. So
that's suspicions. No. I'm talking about real fucking dirt. Like he does cocaine or some shit.
I don't know. Anyway, so I watched that.
It's possible.
Did you guys see Mystery Science Theater?
No, I never liked this shit.
I never was a fan of it.
Weird.
Really,
I tried to watch the first episode. I'm like, this is just really weird.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
If I need commentary, I'll add my own.
What else I saw? I saw Emo Flash. It was stupid. I saw Felicity Ruins the World. That was stupid, and that's it.
Okay. All right.
That'll sum that up. For now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I expected. Corey,
Yeah.
I know you saw some movies, right?
Did I?
Did you see movies? Or was it last week?
Oh yeah.
All right,
I
what'd
also
you
saw
say?
Shield. Did everyone else see
I
that?
watched. Yeah, I watched. I'm caught up on Shield. Caught up on Attack on Titan and My Hero
Oh, yeah.
Academia.
I heard Attack on Titan just like doesn't stop. It just like starts off like fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a continuation of where they left off, and
Yeah.
They left off on a pretty big
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
I know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna probably watch Shokugeki first, and then My
Yeah,
Hero, and then I'll
that's
get
really
into Attack on Titan. So
I mean, yeah, you can definitely buffer those. You know,
Yeah.
it's good to do that because it's like, oh man, I gotta wait till Friday now. It's like every Friday.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Not even Friday, I think, because it doesn't come to Hulu till like Saturday.
Hmm.
But then I actually started watching Person of Interest.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, oh, I always wanted to watch that show, and I was like, never get around to it. And then since I was on Netflix, that just came up on my list, and I was like, oh, I'll just click on the first episode, and now I'm like hooked on it. So
Nice.
I've been watching like at least an episode a day. So it starts off kind of slow, more that case of the week type of thing.
Yeah.
But probably
Is that the one with the
around
guy?
7.
Is that the one with the guy from Lost? I want to say.
Yeah, Lost.
Okay.
And Jim Caviezel or something like that. The
Yeah,
guy played
yeah.
Jesus in the Mel Gibson movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
Mel
good.
Gibson
Good. And you know what? You know it.
Birth of Christ.
Braveheart?
Yes, the other one though.
Hmm.
And it's like I said, it's kind of like just a procedural thing, but then it gets kind of serial once you get through like 7 or so episodes, and it's pretty interesting, and like it's very relevant to the times too, which this was kind of like post 9/11, like the government's watching you, all these cameras are on you, and we can like basically Big Brother's there, and we're using that to solve crimes. But it feels relevant now with the things that are going on in the world.
It reminded me of actually Watch Dogs reminded me of it. Same type of idea.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's basically as far as I don't remember it. Like if you were referring to something, Jim.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You know what's funny is like
spend time on it.
yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking like I thought you had seen some movies.
I'm kind of curious. So I was like, wait, what? You know more about what I watched than I do.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it'll come up later.
I
So,
guess maybe
stay
I'm
tuned.
wrong. I mean, I don't know. I'm mixing. Maybe I'm like mixing up times like going to the past. I don't know. So, anyways, you know I want to go slower when you do this, right, Tony?
I'll just clap then. I'm okay with this.
All right. Anyways, let's get to the movie news, and then we'll go into the summer preview. I want to kick it off with the news I almost missed, and it was because it was from last week, but shortly after our podcast was Jeff Goldblum joins Jurassic World.
Good.
Yeah.
And some of the original faces in there. You know, you got that doctor guy who, you know, it's a small bit in the original film, but that was cool to see him last time. And
he goes full evil last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He was
I mean,
like, you know,
paid shit probably. Fucking
I mean-
great dinosaurs here now.
it was
Ooh.
funny because in the first movie it's just like, oh, he's just a scientist who, you know, he's doing his job. This one he's just like full evil.
I don't know. I think that's great to bring him in. They're going to bring in some more older cast members. It sounds like too.
I like that. I would like it to tie in more other than just like looking at the old merchandise lying around.
You know, I mean, it's so far like even though it's in the same land, it's
What
like,
else could they really
removed.
tie in, though?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean. It's
understand.
so like removed from that now. Like that's how it was able to reboot itself, I think, successfully because it got away from the.
You know, that
original.
movie did really well, but like upon watching it again, it's not a good movie.
I didn't think it was that good the first time I saw it.
Oh wow,
It
really?
was okay.
I haven't. You know
It
what's
was
funny
okay.
is I picked it up.
I
and-
like seeing
You
it.
know
It
what's
was
funny
worth
is
a
like,
watch.
I haven't watched it since I picked it up, so I have it. I just haven't seen it since the theaters.
I
Probably.
saw bits of it on TV again. I'm like, oh, this is dumb.
I might have to watch that now just to kind of confirm that. Yeah, I might have to take a look at it.
It was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I'd rewatch it right now.
I think it's worse than the first Jurassic Park, and I don't know.
Well,
I have to watch.
I mean,
I
the
have to
first Jurassic
watch-
Park's a classic.
yeah. And,
I have to watch Lost World again to really compare it to those two. It's on that level at least, or worse, in my opinion.
I don't know. Like, I remember not liking those movies, and I liked this in the theater. So I not saying it doesn't have the staying power, Mike, but on first watch, I know my feelings for this movie were a lot greater than Jurassic Lost World and Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park.
I don't even remember Lost World. I don't remember it.
The Lost World was when they took the T-Rex to the city.
That ended into Godzilla.
Like, I'm just saying, like, my mind was just like, no, we're not.
I'm not sure I ever saw all of Lost World.
Problem is also the book was good. The movie did nothing to like really follow the story. Book? It's the thing you open and you read has like these letters on it.
It's what
everything these days they don't know these things.
I'll fix this. Yes. It's what everything is based off of, and probably shouldn't be because there's just not enough content to tell in a 2-hour film that you can get out of a 500-page, 600-page.
Oh, that's one of those things that like G.R.R. Martin's writing, right?
No.
Nope.
That's a damn lie. You shut your mouth.
Sorry.
Writing interview questions.
I actually saw a girl at work yesterday, at lunch reading like a book, and I was like, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, I don't know. It is kind of weird because like nobody reads at lunch. But I'm like, that's a familiar cover, and I don't read books, so that's weird. And I looked closer. It was Game of Thrones. I was like, interesting. And I was like, that's cool. Walked away.
Prepare to be disappointed. It's not even like disappointed in the story, except for the last 2 books have not been great.
I should have said something. I should have been like, you know what, you should just wait.
Yeah, just wait.
That's the thing that people say though. Like in the time, you're like, what do you mean? I got like 5 books to read and they're huge. It's like, I'm never gonna. And you're like, well,
you could do a book a year and still be ahead of him.
Yep. If somebody was like, yeah, I'm thinking about reading Game of Thrones, I'd be like, nope, don't do it.
There's no reason to.
You know, I do tell people that it's like you can watch the show and still get the gist of the book for like most of every season until last season.
What's funny is I know somebody who watched the show first, right, and then went back like all of the show so far up until like past the books, and went back to start reading the books, and they like, wow, if I didn't watch the show, I have no idea what was going on in the book. And I was like, wow, that's interesting because like that's what people say the other way.
See, it's weird because like I watched season 1 and then I went through the books, but I just kind of jumped into book 2. I didn't reread Game of Thrones. I just went right into whatever the second one was. And I do say I think like the seeing characters with faces and stuff like that definitely helped get it because like the names are just so awkward and out there.
So you always had those actors like faces for these names.
And if it didn't, like I literally had like a Game of Thrones Wikipedia up and I was just like, who's this fucking character? I'm like, it's like there's no show version. I was like, fuck, and it's like artist rendition. I was like, ugh, you're fucking ugly.
Yeah.
And then the show.
What's pretty cool is they did a great job casting though, and like everyone really fit their role pretty well.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like they did.
What I was imagining these people being like getting Sean Bean like in the original season was awesome. I was like, yes, this guy is who I would think Ned would be. So,
oh my god. So the new, I don't want to piss you guys off a little more about this, but the new news that's been being reported is The Winds of Winter, which is the next book in the series, possibly released before season 8. We're going to season 7, by the way. Yeah. That'll end that conversation.
I'm sorry. Like, it's nearing the point where, like, I would kind of encourage.
You didn't have to
use
wait.
Of force against him, like literally, chain him into his
but there's
house.
Still not the same amount of wait yet that I had to wait for A Dance with Dragons.
I'm sorry, Jim. I don't care about how long you had to wait. I care about how long I have to wait.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that like.
You know what? The fan thieves need to hit this guy up and fucking steal his heart.
Steal his heart. Take his heart. He needs a fucking change of attitude. All right. What else do we have coming on here? So we've got good news for Young Justice fans. It's a mixed good news. It is coming.
I'd say more good than bad.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It is coming in 2018.
It's good with a caveat.
So, yeah. It's also being like piggybacked with a Teen Titans live action show.
Is this a paid subscription service though?
I haven't gotten to the news yet. Don't jump ahead. Let me read the thing first. However, it is going to be streaming on WB's like exclusive subscription service. So yes.
So it is.
It will be a paid.
So it's not a CW thing where like here's our stuff, and you can just watch it.
Like, you know what it's going to be now? Those CW shows are going to be pulled from Netflix and Hulu. I guarantee it.
Well, they were already pulled.
They have already been.
Already gone.
Oh, really?
Out. Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some of them are still there. Like, there are shows on Netflix still, but the main ones.
This is not the. I guess this is the problem, but there's a lot of everything's going app based, which is kind of what Apple predicted a long time ago, but it's not the way we want it because it's going to be thrown about amongst different services.
Yeah,
all these getting cable again. It's cable again.
Exactly, it is cable.
No, it's not cable.
All these publishers are dumb and think they have enough content to warrant an exclusive subscription.
What you want. Yes, you can subscribe to what you want.
But it's outrageous.
Yeah, except it's stupid. Everything is separated. So then you're gonna have to buy everything like you buy like premium channels, pretty much.
The idea behind
what would you pay for this? $1 a month. That's what I would pay.
Oh yeah, I agree. They're gonna probably charge like $8 a month. You know they're gonna charge like $8 a month. $6.
Fuck you! I will pirate that shit. I mean,
I don't know. Like, I just feel like, I mean, and there's a chance this could be a free subscription service, but it's still a subscription-based service. We'll see.
Really?
Maybe
you said the F word, Jim.
Maybe in another year or two, it will end up on Netflix.
But it's good news that Young Justice is coming back, and maybe they'll get like.
Is it coming back if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there?
Maybe it's like maybe we don't know the details yet. Maybe it's like timed exclusive, like Microsoft. Where it's
like I said,
but
maybe
here's the
in
thing
a
that
year
pisses me
it'll
off,
be on
because
Netflix.
now that they're hiding it behind their fucking WBDC bullshit, like who's gonna watch this? I mean, the whole issue was that Cartoon Network fucked with like the episodes and stuff like that. Now they're just making it another hard barrier to entry. Like, are they fucking this dumb? Like when stuff comes out on Netflix, like it does so well, like all the Marvel stuff, like Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black, like House of Cards, all that shit.
Well, yeah,
that's great.
The big thing here is Netflix was how they gauged the interest in this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's why people wanted this back.
Exactly.
It being on Netflix, so why wouldn't you release it there?
Fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. All
right. Let's move on to more WB stuff. Now, this is on here only because I find this extremely hard to believe that Warner Brothers is spending more money on Wonder Woman in advertising than they spent on Suicide Squad.
Bullshit.
Like, has anybody seen anything for this? Yes. Like, I feel like there has hardly been any Wonder Woman ads.
The closest thing to advertising is like those like clickbaity things popping up on Facebook where it's just like,
well, did they have a Super Bowl trailer?
Stuff like this.
I think they did.
Yeah, they did. But
I guess that's a lot of cost. Yeah, that's there.
Yeah, they sank it all into that.
That'll maybe put it ahead of Suicide Squad just there.
When is this movie coming out again? Like
June.
In a month?
June, yeah. June. Is that 4th?
2 months?
Early June, yeah.
Yeah, June 4th, I think.
So in a little over
a
month.
Yeah.
And there's been like almost nothing. So we're going to get...
No, I see stuff pop up here and there. I just never watch it.
We're going to get 3 weeks of only Wonder Woman on TV. That's how they're going to have to do this, I guess. It'll be the only commercial on every channel.
Dude, it reminds me, as I was watching Rebel Season 2, Star Wars Rebel Season 2, and like I'm not even kidding, like the entire commercial breaks in between that show were of, I think it was Rogue One at that point. It was like just Star Wars advertisement.
The thing is, though, like,
every
you guys
ad.
really remember a lot of Suicide Squad ads? Because I remember a lot of controversy talk and like people hating the Joker and blah, 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 but I don't remember that being advertised.
I remember
Harley
Quinn up our ass everywhere.
Yeah, I rember seeing a lot of trailers.
That's what I remember.
I do remember seeing a lot of trailers. Yeah.
I just don't remember seeing a lot of trailers or like marketing as much. I see a lot of like
that whole lineup, and then they had to get one video for each character like on YouTube released separately over and over. It's just like with that awful music and all that nonsense. It's like,
the music was good in the trailers.
The fact that Mike remembers this, specifically means that yes, they advertised the fuck out of that movie. So I don't know. Like, I mean, that's pretty specific to remember that. And now we can't really remember the last time we saw a Wonder Woman trailer.
It was probably the Super Bowl.
No, I mean, I've seen one later. I don't know.
There was like 3 trailers that popped up on TV spots just recently.
Yeah, I haven't seen those yet, but
I
see them posted on Reddit.
I do skip through most commercials on TV now, I guess.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's not their. I mean, yeah, listen, that if the commercial's there, it's there, Mike. That's advertising. So if you skip through it, you skip through it. It's, I'm just saying they are spending it there.
But I mean, that's how I mean. Like maybe I missed some.
It's
but
somewhere. I mean, the money's not just being pocketed.
It's not like that, or it's not like Flash brought to you by Captain America: Civil War either. That was still one of my favorites.
Right.
Oh, by the way, speaking of WB, this isn't on here, but you know that there's a rumor that Robert Zemeckis might be the director for the Flash movie.
Oh, I think he's off. Actually, I read that it was not true. Like they announced it was on there, and then he's not attached to it.
That's basically every director so far.
And no one wants to touch it, but that would be hilarious. It's like, oh, time travel.
These properties. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll go back to Wonder Woman shortly in our preview. Ghost Rider is returning to S.H.I.E.L.D. in the finale. Good.
Seems a little strange considering what's going on, but we knew he would probably come back.
Yeah, it does seem a little strange.
Very popular character.
I wonder if he's going to be a helpful character, like not in their universe, but like to get them out, maybe. I don't know.
I don't see how, but okay. I still have so many problems with that premise right now. It's like even the fake people have regrets erased. Like what?
I wanted to see what the ratings were for that. Actually, I forgot to look that up for last episode. But it has not been renewed yet. However, it is on the highly likely to be renewed list. So,
according to
I don't see how you can like take that away and put in Humans, which is an unknown entity, and not even have it connected to anything like this. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's still not going to be connected no matter what, even if it's there. So.
No, I'm saying like you're just going to take away S.H.I.E.L.D., which is fine if you do that, but you're going to replace it with a show that's an unknown thing that has no connection to anything. That doesn't make sense to me. Even if S.H.I.E.L.D's still there and you bring this thing in, at least S.H.I.E.L.D. is there still. And I understand they're not connected to each other, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's silly to have a human show that's not going to be part of the universe.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of the mainstream ambassador for teaching us what humans are, though. So I think it's still.
Plus, now we know who's behind the show. It's like, well, don't care for that guy. Same people that did Iron Fist is doing Inhumans.
Oh, they're still on the rise. They didn't go up they went up a little percentage again. So each episode's getting more ratings, so that's good.
I mean,
still getting canceled?
Yeah.
No, it's constantly going up now. I doubt they cancel this thing. Like that's probably why it's on the
highly to be
renewed. Yeah, because every week so far it's gone up and up and up and up. So, anyways, that means their story's gotten better. I mean, that's the thing. So, let's see. We got Guardians of the Galaxy news. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy in Infinity War. They're going to be a supporting cast.
Makes sense.
I think everybody's going to be supporting cast.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, who is this going to focus on? Like, there's so many characters. There can only be only like 3, right? They can focus on.
It's just gonna be, oh look, Captain America died, and then everyone else will cry for the rest of the movie. You'll get like one shot of everyone else's face.
That's your prediction. Captain America dies in the 3rd movie.
Why? The third Avengers
Infinity War.
movie?
Yeah, you think he's going to die?
It's him or Tony Stark, one of the two.
Yes, I do, and I think he's got one foot out the door more than Robert Downey Jr. does now.
Yeah.
So
sniff a bet.
Yeah, between the two of them, you think? Why do you think it would be Robert Downey Jr.? Just because he's older?
No. I don't feel like they want. Well, I don't know if it'll definitely be him either. I don't know.
If it's not one of those two, it's a cop out. Or
it'll make Civil War a tragedy then.
It'll make Civil War have repercussions.
It'll finally bury the hatchet for the divided Avengers if he dies. I'm sure. That's like
it'll unite them again.
Yeah.
Except everyone's going to leave because everyone's contract is expiring after Part 2.
Well, that's why they have all the new guys like Doctor Strange and Ant-Man, Guardian,
Black Panther.
Yep.
Captain Marvel.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
Also, Guardians 3 is going to take place after the Avengers 3 and 4.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's Phase 4.
That's the interesting thing I heard about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Apparently, this still hasn't happened when Civil War took place. Apparently, it's like 6 months after Guardians of the Galaxy 1, which would still be like a year or two ago, like real time, so to speak.
So it's a little... Yeah, but I think that's
weird / interesting.
Yeah, I think
not sure
is.
How much what happens in Guardians matters until they actually go to Earth.
Well, that's what they said.
I know.
What they said actually when they were talking to some of the Guardians cast is that they're going to be they're going to be like, supporting characters in this movie because they're also really just in their own universe as it is right now. I mean, they're in the Marvel universe, but they're kind of doing their own thing, and they're not
in their own
really,
galaxy.
Yeah, they're not really part of this Earth thing, So it's they're bringing them in. Obviously, makes sense to make them. I thought Star-Lord was going to have a bigger role. I really thought that Star-Lord was going to have a bigger role.
I think out of all the Guardians, they'll have the biggest role.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, all right, I'm assuming Robert Downey Jr. is no longer going to be a big, obviously we haven't had a new headline, Iron Man. What's his name with Steve Rogers, Captain America? Like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. Even Chris Hemsworth with Chris Evans, right. Even Chris Hemsworth doesn't really express a lot of interest in continuing Thor. Like, they're losing all their, leading men, So somebody's got to step up.
Yeah, I get you. All right. Well, let's move on to the last bit of news is Glass has been announced from M. Night Shyamalan. Coming, the sequel to Unbreakable.
Unbreakable Glass?
Unbreakable Glass, yes. Unbreakable 2. It's going to be called Glass. Coming next year, I think, or 2019, early 2019, January 2019.
I heard it's
kind of spoilery.
Why?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of spoilery to talk about how this kind of came to be.
I'm not talking about how it came to be.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying it's kind of spoilery though that you can't really talk about it because if people haven't seen other things, then it's like, oh well. It's cool. It's coming though, but it's M. Night Shyamalan's interesting guy, and I don't know. He's on the rise, but I have a feeling this movie's gonna suck. So that's my feeling.
Because he's on the rise, he's gonna disappoint everybody. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do want to see that other movie. Like you said,
his
Tony.
new one was really cool.
To be good. Jim said he liked it. So.
His new one was really cool. I thought it was awesome. It was dark. It was a lot it's good though. It's more classic M. Night. You know what I mean? It was kind of more. It didn't.
I don't know. I feel like Unbreakable was really good. I liked it. It's probably my favorite movie he's done, but
Sixth Sense was very good too. But it had the same. I'm saying this movie Split had
that
the same.
That movie was spoiled for me by Craig Kilborn. That fucking guy had a segment on his show. Time to spoil a movie.
I'm just saying Split felt a lot like Sixth Sense to me. It really had that original feel, the freshness from him. It felt like
the guy who ruined Avatar, The Last Airbender. I really have no love for him anymore.
Yeah, no.
And he still wants to make more of those movies.
He has ruined Avatar. We'll never see another Avatar movie thanks to him. So, all right, let's get into movie previews. The summer movie preview. Let me get this open because I had it closed. Of course, I opened up the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. rating, and I have to reopen this again. So, opening this week obviously kicks us off in the summer. Well, depending on who you talk to, but the summer kicks off with
Guardians
of the Galaxy. We're going to go see it Thursday. Corey and I are. I don't know about you guys, but so getting okay reviews actually. 85%.
Not too late.
Certified fresh.
Yep.
Certified.
So.
Which of course means only 15% thought it was shit.
So far, I think more reviews come out as the movie hits the theaters. So we'll see. But.
Guardians?
Yeah, Guardians.
How do you think it opens?
Upwards of 120.
It's tracking higher than Ultron did right now.
What?
You're
thinking 200?
No.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking in the 150 range at the...
It's already opened overseas worldwide. It beat Age of Ultron overseas opening. It did 100 million already opening. And it only opened in half the markets, and it's not opened in China, it's not opened in North America, it's not opened in Germany, it's not opened in the big markets right now. So it opened to 100 million, which is...
Well, what did Civil War do?
I don't know. I don't have that stat, man. Pull it up.
I thought it did 200. No?
Didn't do 200.
No, 180.
That was a bet. I remember losing a bet. So
180, 190. It was kind of close.
It was.
It was 180. It was 179 or 180.
Does Guardians beat that, though?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it will. I'll be shocked.
I expect it like
shocked.
120, 130. To
I
be
can
honest.
see. Did you see what's in the theaters, Mike?
There's nothing.
Exactly. This could do 160. I think it could do 160. I mean, I'm not.
Maybe.
I don't think I'm crazy thinking this, right?
I'll say 150.
Let's just
Yeah,
see
that's what I was
it's
saying.
for. I don't want too much Guardians to. I don't want too much downtime here. Box office prediction. It's so far grossed 106 worldwide. And
Civil War opened at basically
Yes.
180,
See?
179.
See this? It's saying Guardians versus Avengers Volume 2. It could top Age of Ultron on Box Office Blast. That doesn't mean opening weekend, but it does mean total.
Yeah, well,
Ultron didn't have the legs.
Yeah. So they're saying, wow. They're even saying opening weekend. It's a lock right now for 150 to 170. That's what they're saying. A lock. So my 160 was accurate.
people love the Guardian. I mean, like even Marvel fans feel like Guardians is a movie that they can go see.
The fact that this movie is just
Bunch
fun,
of Chris Pratt fans.
the fact that this movie is just a fun movie enhances the fact that it's going to get watched by a lot of people.
And I think that was refreshing for a lot of people who aren't following the Marvel films to kind of watch a movie that doesn't tie so much into the universe where you're like, wait, am I missing something? Because I'm watching something and all these things are happening, but I don't understand them because you had to watch this movie, you had to watch that movie, or you need to know what's coming up. These movies kind of stay outside of that, which I think helps it.
Knowing what that's projected for and what it did over worldwide, I'll go 175.
Jesus. That's a lot.
I was saying 160, so I'll increase it by 15 million.
And I started
stick
low
with
with 120 with like, is it higher than that? And like, it's definitely getting higher than that, it sounds like. So
Yeah.
I'll stick with 150.
Yeah, they're saying it's like a locked. We'll see. Mike,
I'll go under.
under 120?
Just under you guys.
149.
$1.
Yeah. I'll take
Fucking
the under.
Price is
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
You damn Price is Right bastard.
All right, I'll go with 160 then. We'll get every.
Everybody's at least. Mike, you have a chance then. You do have a shot. So, all right. Upcoming movies coming out the rest of this month. I'm going to skip through a few because there's stuff that we just don't care about. So, I think
You mean you don't want to see The Drowning?
I don't want to really care about King Arthur.
Yeah, neither do I. That's gonna.
It's a Guy Ritchie film. Like,
It's
Guy
actually
made a couple.
the screenings were very highly rated, but anyways,
flop hard.
opening May
Talk
19th,
about
Corey.
a movie that had no fucking
advertising.
marketing.
Yeah.
King
I've
Arthur,
seen commercials for King Arthur recently. I have not for Wonder Woman.
I've seen nothing for that movie.
We're not talking about King Arthur. Moving on to May 19th.
Alright.
We're going to talk about Alien Covenant, goddammit. Because that's the
Hells
movie
yeah.
I think it's going to do very well for an R-rated movie. So,
We'll see.
that's open
I'm
May 19th.
excited.
Corey, obviously
Finally,
is
it's
excited.
Alien. I mean, it's not fucking
Is everybody here
Prometheus
seeing
or
this?
whatever.
What do you guys think?
No, I have no interest in that.
Oh wow, I'm going to see it. I'm probably more of a closet alien. I'm not like a foamer like Corey is, but I really do like those movies. I appreciate the 1, 2, and that's about it. I can't say I appreciate anything else after that, but the 1 and 2 are good.
I've seen them all. It's just
Yeah.
obviously 1 and 2 are very highly rated above the rest, and I don't mind the other ones. It's just it kind of ruins some of the characters that you fell in love with in 2. So
We have an interesting face-off at the end of the month. We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
Baywatch?
versus Johnny Depp.
Pirates.
Pirates.
Yeah,
Baywatch.
Rock's in Pirates?
Yep.
No, he's in Baywatch.
The Rock's in Baywatch.
I
Depp is
forgot
in
that
Pirates.
was
They're
even fucking
face
coming
off.
out.
So
Baywatch I feel like is being sent to die here. Not that
Absolutely.
I
Nobody
think-
fucking gives a shit about
not
that.
like
Guys,
Pirates is going to be a
we-
shell of
okay.
itself.
I see
but it's still gonna
Baywatch as
kill
a
Baywatch.
21 Jump Street style movie here.
Guys, we're underestimating. Now, we talk about how an actor can't pull a crowd anymore, but I do think The Rock does. I think
He
he's an exception.
saves old franchises. This is a reboot, and he's just shoved in there. It's not good.
All
It's
right.
not going to be good.
We'll see. I mean, that's opening.
It may not be good. It
Don't
still
forget-
might bank in the
Don't
opening
forget
weekend,
also
though.
that Pirates of the Caribbean
compared to
is not the
Pirates?
same strength as it used to be. Because I have still never
It's
seen one
not,
before
but it's
this.
still PG-13.
I mean, can
This
Pirates even
R-rated
make $100
Baywatch
million?
with Zac Efron and The Rock?
I think
Get the
so.
fuck out of here.
I don't think it does.
Not with Rock opening up right next to it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's
What?
going to take a little more than you guys think.
What do we say? What do you say? 100 for Pirates or not? Is that what you
Yeah.
were wondering?
I don't
Opening
think
weekend?
Pirate.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes 100 opening weekend.
I know they're
Pirates?
shooting for that, but I don't think it does.
I think it will.
All right, we'll see.
I mean, not
Maybe
much.
we'll have to revisit this that weekend.
Not
And,
much more.
We'll definitely talk about it, but all right. Wonder Woman opening June 2nd. Did you guys know that movie is coming out this year?
I was June 2nd. I was right.
I seriously thought this was coming out in like September or something.
It's opening up against Captain Underpants. Does Captain Underpants
Fuck
beat
is
this?
that?
I guess it's some,
I read
like,
that book.
Yeah, see, it's some like really like
It's like the
actually
Diary of a
pretty
Wimpy
popular
Kid, right?
book. Yeah,
It's like a really short book for like kids around like 10 years old.
Preteen. Yeah, preteen.
Yeah, it's a little
Uh,
funny thing. It's old, like 20
Now
years
does
ago.
Wonder Woman make 100 million?
no, no.
I'm not. I already said I'm not predicting anything for that movie. I have no idea what it's going to do.
I could see
It could
around,
be like nothing or huge. I really don't know.
I think it does between 60 and 80.
If it gets 80, I think that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna be. I don't know if it's
What?
gonna flop, but
If this doesn't do 100, it's fucking failure.
I'm not saying that
If they're
what they
spending
want,
more
but
than
I'm saying,
Suicide
So,
Squad
guys,
advertising, it is.
state of affairs, we are discussing Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at Ultron $200 million pace, and we're here. Can it get to 100 million for Wonder Woman?
Right.
Like,
We're not talking about what people want
Well,
it to be.
again,
We're talking about
but-
reality here, and reality says no.
no, I'm
Let's-
saying
let's
if
be
Wonder
honest,
Woman doesn't
Wonder
make
Woman-
100 million opening weekend in the U.S., they're fucked. Like, Warner Brothers should really be like, what the fuck are we doing with ourselves right now?
The thing about Wonder Woman is, though, when was the last time we ever had a female-led superhero movie that did well?
I don't think that matters, though.
It does, though. That's their
Why?
problem. Because they have a ceiling because of that.
I think they have a
Other-
ceiling on their own, a ceiling because of the quality of their movies.
No, but
I think that's a
They
big.
have to-
I think
so
they
you're saying
have
there's two strikes against them,
Here's the
Mike.
thing.
That's all you're saying.
I think, Mike, I honestly, like, listen, I didn't hate those other movies, obviously. I didn't, like, no, I'm not in Tony's camp here on that. They're not great movies. I would admit that 100%. Didn't hate them, though. However, I do feel that if this movie comes out and is on the lower half, like, it can be getting mixed, but we're talking, like, there's obviously a downward trending. We'll go downward trending, a term you love. If this is on the lower half of reviews, I think it's like abandoned ship time.
Well, they're starting to film Aquaman next week.
they're not abandoning anything.
month.
Again, their last thing they came out with was Suicide Squad, which was a commercial success.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they're going to keep trucking through at least through whatever they have planned so far.
All right. We'll see. The Mummy's opening June 9th. Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I like Tom Cruise movies for the most part.
Anybody? I'll see that. We'll go see
I mean,
that.
all those recent movies
Yeah.
I've enjoyed a lot.
We'll check
Mission
that out.
Impossible, Jack Reacher, and
My summer movies Thursday nights aren't going to work, Corey, for me, by the way. So we'll have to figure out
Yeah.
a time. But I have the Thursday night bowling now. So
what?
summer. Cars 3 opens June 16th.
Hell yeah!
Going to do
Cars
gangbusters,
back.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to do gangbusters.
I like Cars. I mean, I like the first Cars. The second Cars was not so great. I think it's a pretty interesting series. I just don't know why they make 3 of them when they have
like this run of
That's their
June.
cash cow. That's like easy, low-hanging fruit money.
June could be
just
pretty
the
huge.
toys and shit.
The merchant, yeah, exactly. That's the merchandise.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking-
but just like June could be pretty huge. I just mentioned like you have Cars, and then you have, we have Transformers still that month too, which may or may not be a good movie either way. You know it's going to do money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like that opens June 23rd. I mean, it's gonna be a big month. So, I don't know.
It's
That
gonna be
looks
packed. Not everybody can be winners.
Nah.
I'm saying Wonder Woman gonna be a flop. Flip,
All right.
Flop, 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 flop.
good. Finally, that month is Despicable Me.
There's a
3.
new one of that coming out?
Yeah, I don't know if that's got the same hype. as it used to
Despicable
be.
Me 3.
Yeah, I
Wow.
don't think it has the same hype.
No.
So, all right, July. Spider-Man: Homecoming kicking us off July 7th.
Okay.
Where does that land? 150? I think it's got to be 150.
See,
I think it
whatever
largely
it's
bases
gonna
off
do
of.
okay, but I do think it'll do less than Guardians.
I think it's
Yeah,
based
I
off
think
of.
so.
Yeah, I think it does all.
That's a
like,
possibility.
You're right. However, I think if Guardians does like 180, I could see this doing 165.
But if Guardians does 150,
I mean, Spider-Man 3 did like 150, right? So I mean,
here's the thing:
I think a lot of it is going to depend on word of mouth, like early reviews. But
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. being in this as Iron Man is going to draw people.
It does. Right, exactly.
And I think that it gets helped if Guardians does really well, and if Guardians does poorly, like let's say Guardians does 150, I think.
Does it matter what it does or what it's received as more though? Because now this is sort of like building.
I think it would help if it was a good movie. Like if it's not reviewed well, it's not going to do the numbers. Like it's going to be a Batman versus Superman drop off. That's what it'll be. But I think if it's reviewed well, it'll do a shit ton of money, and maybe single-handedly save Sony Pictures, which is in dire straits.
If leading up to this movie, the reviews are like glowing, exactly like they were for like Civil War or the first Avengers, something like that, it's going to do big. Like people are going to be like if they just come out and say this is the best Spider-Man ever portrayed on film.
It's coming out on one of the best weekends too.
Exactly. It's going to be big. As long as those things happen, I can see it outdoing Guardians of the Galaxy 2 opening. If those things happen. If the reviews are like, kind of wish-washy, no, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't see that happening. I don't see the reviews being wish-washy.
I say if Guardians does 150, this beats Guardians no matter what.
Okay.
So, War for the Planet of the Apes, July 14th. Another big movie, Dunkirk, July 21st.
Dunkirk is a weird one.
What the fuck is that? I think you guys are just making up movies.
Dunkirk was like...
Oh, what?
The problem with Dunkirk is it's supposed to be it's not supposed to be like a big war film, but that's what it is. So I don't get it. I don't really see what it's Christopher Nolan.
There's a movie that I have to mention right now before the Emoji Movie, Sony's Big Bang movie, is coming July 21st. Like that movie.
Dude, Patrick Stewart's voicing it. Something.
Yeah,
like
he's gonna be poop. He's going to be the poop emoji.
Yeah.
There's a fucking emoji movie?
Tony, this is what Sony Pictures is basing their future off of, that movie. Like, their budgets are based off of emoji. I
don't know if you guys saw when I posted about Sony's financials. The Sony movie division lost 180...
719.
I think it was 100. No, 780.
$719 million.
Yeah. 700, yeah.
I had it on the news originally. I took it off. So
over $700 million lost. That... Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I don't know.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Burning
and
cash.
That's why they made this Marvel deal.
Yeah. I mean, we can thank them. Thank you, Sony,
Marvel
for being
pretty much looked down at them and was like, well, it ain't gonna suck itself.
It's Marvel's new slogan.
And the fact that, do we expect Emoji Movie to do well? I mean, I would be blown away.
Did Angry Birds do? What did Angry Birds do?
Not well enough.
I consider it to be the same type of thing, so...
I mean, it might make its money back.
Angry Birds at least has a brand name associated with it. Emoji, like... Dude, do you want to go see that Emoji movie? What the fuck is a movie on emojis going to be about? Like, tell me anything about the plot right now without looking it up.
See, here's what I see. If Patrick Stewart is going to voice a character in this film and be poop, then at least it's got to have some kind of dignified story here thing. But as far as plot, who knows? Like,
if they paid him, he'll fucking do anything, man.
All right.
He said to them, well, it ain't going to suck itself.
All right.
And they're like, all right, you're just like $50 million.
Final
fucking voice stupid poop.
Final move. Let's move off of the poop.
Literally and figuratively. Let's move off the poop.
The final movie of the summer, August 4th, Dark Tower. Idris Elba.
Look, it's Dark Tower.
Idris Elba.
Holy
Stephen
shit,
King.
man! Dark Tower series.
He doesn't know what books are. No, he doesn't know what books are. We just said this earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The Dark Tower, man. It's like Stephen King's most could be one of his most famous books.
Magnus Opus, I guess. Yeah. Like that's his Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite series that he wrote too. So.
Cool.
I'm excited for it. I just don't know how it's gonna look. Trailer's hitting tomorrow.
Yes,
so.
It is. We'll know tomorrow. So.
You see the teaser?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna watch the trailer. I will watch the trailer tomorrow. So.
It's I felt like very. You know those Resident Evil slow-mo sequences where like they're doing stupid stuff with weapons. It kind of has like that motion where
I don't like the sound of this.
Stupid stuff with
Roland,
weapons. The movie.
Yeah, like there's like bullets falling down, and Roland just like whips his gun and loads it.
You mean like
that?
like Max Payne?
Almost. But
It's
I mean,
like-
the bullets are in the air, and he just like whips his gun so it like loads it, and it's in slow motion. It's
No.
like,
Oh God, no.
and I was like, this
God,
is
no.
not looking good. It reminds me of those like really crappy like
Oh God,
Resident Evil
no.
moments.
Oh man, that's the worst news I've heard in a long time. And
So
we
it
just
wasn't
talked
very
about poop emoji.
I know. There is a movie I wanted to mention. I don't know when it's coming out, but Atomic Blonde. That looked pretty interesting.
Yeah,
it's like
Jim skipped that. It was like right next to one of them.
Yeah, I was trying to get through the movies. Which one was that? Is that in April?
it's
is that in July?
by the guys, one of the guys at the John Wick film.
Oh.
Except it's now with a woman.
It's
So
July, yeah,
it's kind
July
of
28th. So
it looks pretty interesting for a
we got
style
stuck
movie.
on the emoji movies. What happened? So
All right.
all right. So I think that's gonna wrap up this. That's the summer preview. So that will wrap up the Moviecast episode. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Tune into the Games Cast coming up. We've got some Switch news.
That's about it.
No, we've got some good stuff. We've got some good stuff on there. Trust me. I've got some other news to talk about. Tune into that. Next week, we will be discussing a top 5 list. So tune into that, too, in the movies. We're going to start throwing some lists in on occasion for those listening and viewing. You guys can get some of our top 5 whatever movies, and then we'll do the same thing for games on occasion, too. So trying to switch it up a little bit on you. So, yeah, tune in there. Tune in next week. Thanks for watching and listening, and write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net for your comments, for your opinions of what you think. We'll read them on the air. I don't think we've said that in a while, so feel free to write in. I have no problem reading a letter on the air as long as it's not filled with profanity, I guess. So yeah, feel free to write us. Follow us on Twitter, All You Can Geek. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks.